Howdy everyone, Val here.
Hi.
With Steve.
Yeah, that's me.
We just got home from vacation, like
Half hour ago, a little over half hour ago.
right, and this is top priority. Now we're gonna do the Tagless Tuesday. Everybody who participates in the tag is listed in the description box below. So please go by and check out their tags and see how they answered this Labor Day edition questions from Jay over at The Average Jay. So I'll put a link to his channel and everybody else's below. Go check him out. This should be a fun tag. So, well, we only actually had to drive, what, 5.5 hours today?
Yeah, it's 5 hours if you go non-stop, but we stopped for gas and got something to eat and took a break.
Yeah, so we spent the weekend in Pennsylvania. We went to New York for the week. So, been fun. I hope you've been enjoying the videos. If you didn't check out these 1,000 Islands fishing video, check that one out. We had a great time fishing with my sister and her husband over in the Canadian waters of the 1,000 Islands. And we're videoing this on Monday, so hopefully that'll be uploaded and premiering Monday night. So
Tonight.
yeah, but this tag is for Tuesday, so
Okay.
that'll be yesterday, which is tomorrow.
I'm confused.
So anyway, go check it out, because we had a good time fishing. We caught some really cool fish. So Labor Day edition, you ready?
I am ready.
He's ready. I'm almost ready.
What is the best job you ever had?
The best job I ever had. All jobs that I've had have had their ups and downs. I think probably the best all-around job that I've ever had is the one I have now, for several different reasons. Not to say it doesn't have its downs, but there's a lot of goods to it. So I would say my current job.
Yeah, me too. My current job.
That's the best job you ever had?
That's my answer.
Is it really?
In case somebody's watching. Yeah.
Who's watching?
You never know.
Oh, watch out. They're spying on you, the government.
What is the worst job you have ever had?
The worst job I ever had. Like I said, all jobs have had their ups or downs.
Probably working in the landfill.
Yeah, for you, the landfill, because probably was pretty stinky. But mine was probably my last job that I had, because that was the only job I think I left disgruntled from. So I
Country
think,
club.
yeah, all the other jobs I think I had, I left because of other reasons, not because I was angry with anybody, but probably because I moved from place to place.
Alright. Ready for the next one?
Ready?
What is the most difficult schedule you have ever worked? A rotating schedule. Where you work 12 days straight, off 2 days, and then worked another 3 days straight, and then you had a long weekend. That was pretty tough, because it was all evening shift.
I think for me, the busy season at the club when I worked there, because they may had a wedding or something that lasted till midnight, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then they might have had a brunch the next day, and I would have to be there overnight. Even though I worked all day, I would have to go back in at night to help the staff flip rooms.
Yeah.
And working every holiday, every weekend, because of parties, and that was pretty tough. And I was in charge of, housekeeping, laundry, banquet setup, locker room attendance, and so I pretty much had to be there.
Alright.
Yeah. So that was probably the hardest schedule, trying to balance everything.
What is the best schedule you have ever worked? 410s.
Probably mine right now is because I don't have to work weekends anymore at this job, and I can work at home if I want to work at home. I can work in my office if I want to work there, and I'm pretty flexible as to what I do and where I go and that kind of stuff all day. So long as I get the stuff done that needs to be done.
Who was the best or worst manager supervisor you have ever had?
Me. My last job.
Best or worst?
The worst was my last job.
Doesn't say both. It says one or the other.
The worst supervisor I ever had.
You're picking your worst. Okay.
It was the last one that. Well, actually the best one I had was at the same job. It was at the same job.
You gotta have one or the other, not both. It doesn't say and. It doesn't say the best and. It says the best or worst.
All right, well, I'm going with both because I voted myself off.
That's how you are.
I make my own rules.
Yeah,
don't kick my camera.
That's a rule.
But Kurt was the best, and he worked at the club. And then after he left, there were other managers that were okay. But then the last one, it was a boys' club. And as long as you were a boy manager, you were fine. But if you were a girl manager, they didn't treat you the same. So unfair treatment, I don't play into that. That's why I left.
Okay.
What's yours? Pick one or both. Pick only one.
I'm only picking the best.
All right, well, pick your best.
The staff sergeant. Staff sergeant that I had at Quantico.
Okay. Why?
Why?
Huh?
Because I liked them. How's that?
Because he liked them.
No, I've had some crappy staff sergeant supervisors.
I think the ones that can relate to you and treat you fairly and
treat you like a person.
Right. And help out when extra work needs to be done and you need help. They get in there and they help you out, and they don't, think twice about it. And that's what makes a good manager.
Yeah, I could do a list, but I'm not going to. All right, what is the most jobs you've ever worked at the same time? 2. At the same time. You mean how many jobs have you had?
At the same time.
I've had 2 jobs at the same time. A full-time job and a part-time job.
I've worked 2 jobs at the same time. Counting being a mom, that would be a 3rd job, raising kids.
Have you ever worked in a union, and how did you like it?
No.
I worked. Yes.
No.
I worked for a union, but I wasn't a union member. But we had a union, and I didn't really like it because they didn't do anything for us. They wanted to take your money, but then push comes to shove, just a number. All right, number 8. Did you do chores as a kid, and were you paid an allowance? No, I did chores, but I wasn't really paid an allowance.
I did chores, but I wasn't paid an allowance.
All right, what is your dream job if you qualified for anything? I don't know.
I would work in missions.
I think I wouldn't mind flying helicopters.
But it wouldn't pay anything, but if I could work in missions and not have to worry about, making a salary or something, I would do it.
I wouldn't mind being a helicopter pilot.
I don't like helicopters. I rode in one little tiny one time. Nope.
How many places have you worked on the books in your life? Too many. How's that?
I've worked 9. I think around 9. I was trying to count them. Can I go through them? I worked.
No, you can't. You can't go through them.
Yes, I can, because
Because you make your own rules.
It's my game, and I can play it the way I want to.
Go ahead.
So I worked in school during the school, as like an assistant tutor. Like I did odd jobs in the school, but got paid to do it while I was in high school, junior and senior year. Anything from cleaning in the summer to tutoring kids during the school year in the younger grades, because I was like kindergarten through 12th grade all in the same school. Then I went to the military. That's 2. When I got out of the military, I waited tables at an Italian restaurant for a little while. That's 3. And then I worked in an airport installing radios in aircraft. That's 4. Because I have electrical background through the military. And then I heard a cat. We don't have a cat.
You didn't hear a cat. You heard a metal screech.
Okay, it was a cat.
Metal screeching. It wasn't a cat. It was metal screeching.
Okay, and then after that, I worked. Where was I? I was at the restaurant. Was I at a restaurant? Installed aircraft radio. And then I worked a few restaurants, but they were kind of for the same family. They owned like 5 restaurants, so I worked those. And, I worked for another Greek family too. So that was like 5 of those or something. Then I worked the Marriott in Norfolk. I liked that job. That was a good job too. And then I worked the country club. I left the Marriott to go to the country club, and then I worked my current job.
Very good.
So that was about it. About 9. A lot of restaurant jobs.
I haven't counted mine.
Oh, I just thought of another restaurant. Might have been 10. Because
I haven't counted.
I did some cooking in some restaurants. I did some waiting tables.
I've probably worked 4 part-time jobs in my life. Part-time in high school. Part-time in college. Then full-time. Then Marine Corps. And then I worked part-time while I was in the Marine Corps. And then full-time. Full-time.
Oh, I worked Farmore at nighttime too. Remember when I was working at the club, I worked part-time at Farmore before they closed. I was doing cashiering and their books at night.
And then after that, full-time, it was 11 years. 1 job. And then part-time.
Well, part-time is not a job.
It is a job. You get paid for it.
I know, but it's not the name of a job.
I'm not getting that in depth. I choose not to get that in depth. And then I was self-employed for a little bit. And then I had to do a full-time job while trying to be self-employed. And then I came back to full-time. Full-time.
Are you counting them?
Full-time. No, I didn't count them. I didn't count them. That's been probably 10 or so.
Okay, well there you have it. Happy Labor Day, everybody. So I don't know who has next week's questions, but thank you, Jay, for this week's questions. And if anybody wants to do the tag, go ahead and do it. I'm looking forward to checking out everybody's tags. Everybody's in the description box. So give us a thumbs up.
Subscribed if you're not subscribed.
And
leave a comment.
Yeah, that too. please, so I can remember to go check out your channel. Alright, catch y'all in the next video. We gotta go unpack and clean up and check the garden and all that fun stuff.